Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the Dutch College Esports Series Finals Rocket League. My name is Ricky, and on this very early morning here on Sunday, at least to me it is, I would like to welcome you over to the stream. We've got two games today, the first one being Rocket League, the second one being League of Legends. I am joined here by Siba. Siba, how are you doing, man?
I am very tired. I've woken up way too early for this, but I think it'll be fun. Casting some Rocket League once in a while, so yeah.
More experienced than me then. Obviously was there yesterday, standing exactly where you were standing over for the Counter-Strike finals. And so obviously I know exactly what's going on over there. This time a little bit different because we are holding it online. It's kind of a big ask for everyone to, travel here for 3+ hours just to play one best of 7 of Rocket League. But I guess, this is probably the best way to just do it then. I am very excited here. I'm obviously back home in case you can't tell. Very much enjoyed yesterday. The atmosphere was great, and if you feel like you want to come down here, you can, because the college campus is currently open. So if you want to come say hi to the players and the staff, feel free to do so. Now, Rocket League. Right, what do we know about these teams? You know them a little bit better than I do. What can you tell me about them?
Uh, I'm aware that they played a match in Nijmegen, I think, a few weeks ago, or at least a while ago, where there was almost a reverse sweep, and I think Nijmegen failed it. I'm not very sure, but it was a pretty close match. These two teams were top two in Div 1, so this was an expected final. And I think this is a final that can go to 7 games, so we will have a lot of casting to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be very excited to me. Now, as for me, I obviously don't really know much about these teams. I do know obviously the unis that they are representing, right? Nijmegen and Erasmus Rotterdam, specifically here this time around. It's very good to see these schools involved. It's just something that I'm really jealous of. I don't know if that was a thing. I don't know if you are still studying actually, but when I was studying in Zwolle, and no one ever brought up anything esports related. So for us, it wasn't really a big deal. So I was really surprised that this was such a big thing over here. But it's really cool to see. Have you ever participated in any of these kind of tournaments before?
I mean, yeah, I play League for the Div 2 team for Twente, so it is not. It's also very new for me as well. I wasn't aware that university esports even existed a few years ago, and then it's very nice to see that it's set up like this with live streams and a LAN event. So yeah, I can understand where you're coming from with it all feeling so new.
Yeah, and obviously I've done a lot of Counter Strike, especially I've done a couple Rocket League calls here and there, but not many. So for me, also very new stuff. For you, I guess it's a little bit more natural. You know what you're talking about a little bit more than I do, but I can scream out pixels on the screen. So I think we're gonna be all right now. As well, we are live on Twitch. I guess you guys have noticed that because that's probably where you're watching right now. But we are also keeping up with the Twitch chat. So if there's anything you want to ask or tell us, feel free to do so here. Now, I'm not sure how long it's going to take until we get going. I think it should be a minute or 5, perhaps, for this last online final. We are obviously live over on the channel Dutch CES, that is, I believe. Do I say that correctly? I think I do, right? It will be great to see what I'm at now. So thank you for
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Dutch underscore CES. So very good to see you guys all here. I'm excited. I can already see some people jumping by in the chat. It's very good. Feel free to come say hi. And well, it's only time that we figure out how this is gonna go here. Now, obviously, this is I want to say, yeah, this is the 5th season already. So we've been doing this for a while. This being split too. This is something that especially Yuri and his friends have set up on this production side for a while now, so they know what they're doing. And as you can tell, the graphics look very nice because of it. Okay, 3 years, I just got told. And yeah, obviously also with our new sponsors here. Mainly Croaky was one that I very much enjoyed on campus the other day. Definitely good to
Yeah,
see them.
the Kroki supply has been becoming quite low, as I heard. So yeah,
That's my fault,
I
probably.
yeah.
It's also good to see these big brands involved right now. Obviously, you can tell that we're having some slight issues here that are currently being fixed right now. Here, I guess Seba's currently headsetless for the time being. The only thing he can do is really stare, and he can't really hear me right now. So I'm just gonna see and wait till he comes back.
Yeah,
He's got a new headset
I
now.
think I fixed my audio
Okay.
issues. Oh, I can't hear
Oh,
anything
you
now.
can't hear
That's
anything.
great.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, I guess luckily we have some time to fix this now.
I fixed
Oh,
it.
you've well, was it just on mute?
No, the scroll wheel went all the way down on the volume scroller, so there was no volume at all.
Oh, right, that makes sense. I don't even know if I have one. I don't even think I have one. I mean, I'm still using an headset that's like, I got this one when I bought my PlayStation 3, for reference.
Yeah, no, this is even mine. Yuri just gave it to me and then told me to work with it. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that was the one. I mean, yesterday we were having some issues where we only had one headset for two people. So I'm kind of glad that I'm online now. Really helps with that experience in that regard. Now, obviously, as the game is getting closer, we have also, just really a moment here to, thank you guys all, by the way, for supporting us on the Twitch channel, and especially to the volunteers also this tournament as well. I must say, I don't know about you, but I was really positively surprised by how well this is being organized right now.
Oh yeah, no, thanks. I think all of us are kind of busy just setting up all the PCs, getting all the games installed, making sure the broadcast works, and that we have everything work without any problems. But yeah, it's definitely going smoother than expected, which is well, quite nice.
On LAN, that's usually not what you expect, right? At least from my own experience, I've always been like, hey, if something is online, you kind of have everyone at least, on their comfortable PC setup. They know exactly how things work and such. When you are on location, you always have some kind of issues. I don't know exactly what's going on. I've spotted a third player joining us here. What is going on over there? Well, maybe you can keep me updated. Are you still having some kind of issues?
I see 4 people on one team and 1 player on the other team.
Oh, that is probably
I-
not the best distribution right there.
No. But yeah, it's. I think they're just warming up, just tossing the ball around.
What's going on next to you? Because I saw a guy hopping in. I just saw him on the camera and now he's gone.
Yeah, no, that was Yuri. I have no clue what he's doing.
I don't think Yuri knows what Yuri's doing either.
No, I don't think anyone knows what we're doing, to be honest. Maybe the players do.
Well, let's hope so. I mean, I was told that these are the creme de la creme of Dutch college esports, so I really don't know what to expect level wise, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty high. And in a game like Rocket League, especially, there's just something so satisfying about Rocket League mechanics to me. It's like all these
Yeah.
flips, all these jumps, all you name it. It looks way more impressive than, for example, Counter-Strike, which looks very simple, but it's actually quite difficult. With Rocket League, everything looks super fancy, and that's I think the coolest part about it too. I can barely keep a ball up into the air, let alone the 10 million flips to score.
Yeah, like dribbling the ball, like dribbling it in the air as well. Rotating your car with, well, of course, with both the sticks, but also the bumpers, so you can rotate and tornado properly. And like hitting it off the backboard, pin shots. Rocket League is a game made to be a highlight reel, I think.
Yeah, in a way, it
So
is. I like that. I like that analogy. I have never actually heard that before, but I think that you're bringing up a valid point. The game will just always look impressive in that sense. Now, as for the teams, do you want to go as far as go for prediction here? What the scoreline is going to be in this best of 7?
it's a coin toss for me. I'm hoping for a full 7-game series. And just because I know someone next to me is from Dorans, I hope Nijmegen wins.
Okay, well then I'll go the opposite way. I'll say Erasmus is going to take it for free. But regardless, I do know one thing. It's going to be a very spectacular match here. About to start within a minute now, so it's not going to be too long. Are the players in the survey yet, Siba?
Yes. I was told yes, they are.
Good. So it shouldn't be that long until we get underway. Now, always, if you're liking what you're seeing right now, make sure to follow us on Twitch as well. It would be very much appreciated. And actually, now that I still can, I should probably put out there that I'm live again on my Twitter. Maybe we'll have some more friends joining in. Currently only 4 viewers. I'm expecting that to go up here later on. But always good to get some more viewers in. So let me just try and repost this real quick. We might as well. Right, let's see.
Yeah, I see a new lobby being made by Yuri.
Okay, so I guess we're having
Yeah.
some small issues.
Well, 1 or 2. I'm being told.
What does that even mean, 1 or 2?
Yeah, I'm being told to look at my watch, so I don't know what he's trying to communicate to me, but we can start at any moment, I think.
I mean, it is 11, so I'm expecting this. I mean, I guess, did we have delays yesterday? I don't think we really did we?
I think in Counter-Strike 1.
A small one, at least. Like, I've been on
Yeah,
LAN
that was.
tournaments where the finals have started 3 hours later than they were supposed to. So
I've been on offline tournaments where matches were delayed by 30 minutes because someone had to restart the lobby because of a bug. And yeah, we think that was 2 weeks ago. We played from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m.
oh
And
geez,
yeah, it was it was tiring, but it was a banger. So
it was a very close matchup then, I assume.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But in terms of lands, we've had everything running smoothly. Of course, we've only had flawless series, right? CS:GO and Valorant both went 2-0.
Yeah, it was a little bit. I don't want to say
So
disappointing here, but I was expecting that last one to go the distance, but I just wasn't able to get the comebacks off in the end. I guess that's what happens. But regardless, I really enjoyed it. I also very much, enjoyed being in the car for 5 hours just to be there for free. But that's okay. That happens.
I can totally understand it. I think I drive from Enschede, right? So I drove 3 hours with the computer to set this all up and then to get no sleep. Amazing.
Yeah, but at least you're there for longer, though. I had to drive all the way from Osse and then drive back. The same day. It was pretty bad. But oh well. That's just the,
Yeah.
the sacrifices you make when you have something you're really passionate about, I suppose, right? So
Yeah, no, that is why we do this, right? Purely for passion.
I mean, if I wanted to make money, I wouldn't be here. Welcome to esports, I suppose.
Welcome to esports, where everything is just a money sink.
Yeah, it really is. But even that is exactly why I admire it. Like some people are putting in so many of their own hard, earned euros to set up things in the way that they want to. So, I very much
Um,
admire that.
yeah, like I don't even want to look into the finances of this event.
No, me
Like
neither. At least parking isn't too expensive
the
on campus. I've seen that worse.
I mean, I've ticked off 15 euros yesterday,
Oh
so
yeah, wait, what is the day
it
max?
builds up.
I paid 9, I believe. Oh, we're
I
here.
think 15. Well, we're in game, and oh, I have to get myself oriented properly.
All right.
I will see Erasmus contesting the ball.
Going
It's up in the air. It's gonna bounce off the backboard.
should be safe. No, he's actually missed the opportunity, and that might allow for a goal early on, but no. Looks like it has been counted out. Jaron's now going to have the opportunity to get ahead of his enemies,
Oh,
but there's someone ahead of it. Not able to score just yet as the
nice save.
counter attack immediately comes in.
Yeah, like as we said, right? This could probably gonna be high paced for Rocket League standards, and the battles in the air are already becoming way too different than what I expected. So
Yeah, no early goals as of yet. And by the looks of it, there's the
now,
opportunity just about blocked off the line there. Good save. Also means that we are still on 0-0, trying to get out there, blocked easily, counter attack immediately on. Should be going up into the air to really kill the pace. Missed opportunity there for Jaron, not able to get it off. And by the looks of it, there's the
I mean,
opportunity.
oh, it's good to see that these teams have their rotations down, right? When one person taps the ball, the other one collects it. One person goes back to be able to defend the goal, and you can see that they keep cycling the ball back and forth, and always one person goes back to defend the goal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, these people know what they're doing. And obviously they also know, okay, if this is what I'm supposed to do, it's not really a super tactical game in that regard, right? But you really must have this down to perfection, right? You need to make sure you're always in the right place in the right time. The team so far have, because they've always able to block where you haven't really set a great opportunity to go for a goal. And
I mean, that is the difficulty of this game, right? You have to pass the ball, which is already difficult, and then you have no proper feel of how you actually have to hit it, as there's an opportunity on goal here, but it gets blocked by Erasmus.
good opportunity there, not able to take it here. Bioro now is going to have to clear this off, and he does rather well. Still looking to clear that ball, trying to get it up towards the other side. He set it up for success. Ball sent to his teammate, not able to do it, gets blocked. That already means that all the momentum's gone again.
But we also see a bit of demolition play from Dorans, which is, I can speak from experience, very annoying, as Dorans or Erasmus just scores. Oh!
It was a little bit hard to tell there.
Nowhere for me.
Yeah, there it goes in, and I think that maybe was a little bit of a miscommunication there between the Doran players. I think they both wanted to go for it, but both kind of backed off there. But it's the Erasmus Eagles to score the first here halfway through the match, roughly. Dort's going to be able to get to the ball first here. Wants to get an opportunity. It's going to try and contest, but unfortunately misses. Captain Johnny then. No, can't hit it either. Ball once again going towards the Erasmus side, going for the pass, and there it
Playing it
is.
center. Oh, the equalizer.
Very quickly on, we get back to the 1-1 scoreline because they just only scored, and it's about 10 seconds before it goes in the other side, and Doran's going to be very, very happy with that one. But can they build up on this momentum as they now try to look for a second one out there? It's going to be once again a great start here by Dorans, not able to score this time around early on. And by the looks of it, here goes Jordan over the top. Can he get this in? It's blocked off the line. But Captain Johnny can still try and go for the rebound. Can't hit it quite, and it's going to get cleared out.
Yeah, there was no one there to collect the ball when it came off the backboard. So it's just a free ball for Dorans to defend. But it's back in possession for Erasmus now.
That's a good opportunity, and that is a very nice extension. Jort should be able to clear that. Doesn't make any mistakes. And now just got to make sure that you stay around. Jort should be able to clear that. His teammate helping him out as they try and set this up. This is some very nice team play. Scoring it in. No, it's been blocked off. What a beautiful attack, but unfortunately it leads to nowhere.
Yeah, there's this is really what you were talking about, right? With the aerial ability of these cars and being able to just fly from your half of the field to the other side. It can create really dangerous angles for you to shoot from, as Jort is trying to create space and get open, as Olev goes back into the air to tap it back to Jort. Jort tries to shoot on goal, hits the post, and Captain Johnny ball chases it back to the corner. Olev in the air, trying for a flip reset, I think, off the backboard. Jort is just spectating as Captain Johnny puts it back into the air.
Now we do see J run. Ooh, we had the opportunity there, but unfortunately, they were there just in time. Now is Olev coming up there, wants to try and see if he can make more of this. Captain Johnny's going to go for the demo. That is very well played. Allows for a free goal up goal, and it's going to be the rebound going in. Jort scores. The Erasmus Eagles, they take the lead with just a little bit under a minute to play with.
Yeah, you can clearly see that, right? They have this game plan of selling it into the corner and then centering it, and just hope someone sends it into the goal from there. And it's really Erasmus applying the pressure to Dorans in these situations.
Yeah, it's going to be Captain Johnny coming out there, and there was the opportunity again. We see another demo. I feel like the Erasmus Eagles so far have played a little bit more demo heavy than Dorans have. They're maybe a little bit more aggressive coming into this. Or now it's going to have the 1v1, tries to block it off, and actually doesn't need to.
What a fake.
Very beautiful fake coming out there. Doran scores second, and with just under 40 seconds to play, we are tied up yet again.
You can see that he flicks it early and then sits under the ball, so even if it gets defended, it would just bounce up and stay on the Doran's half. So really well played by Biro there.
And it brings the score back to equal, where anything can still happen. Now, usually you'll see that even if one team is stronger than the other, all the matches are in scoreline still pretty close. This time around, we are tied up, and well, here's an opportunity for Annie. Perhaps going to try and get it crossed, and it goes in. It is very well played together. German's going to score. Dorans take that lead here. And with just 20 seconds, all the pressure's on the Erasmus Eagles now. They need to try and make sure they can score, because otherwise this one is going to the Dorans.
That was a really good play actually by Dorans, because Erasmus was running out of boost. Someone was ball chasing with 0 boost and had nowhere to go collect it. So it was just a 2v3 on the Erasmus side.
And it's led them to a small lead, and they're trying to defend this now. Obviously, just get the ball away. It's all you need to do at this point, right? Make sure that they have no time to build up. 5 seconds left to play. They really need something now. It just needs to go and touch the ground, but it's not, and it's been blocked off the line with just a second to play. And as long as that ball's in the air, we're still going, but they can't do it. The Dorans, they will win that first, and they'll close it out 3-2. Take map number 1.
Yeah, that was already a good showing for game 1, a 3-2 close scoreline. Well, there's not going to be any breaks, right? So this is probably going to swing it in momentum for Dorans, as we're going to go into the second game right now already.
Yeah, so the thing is for me now, right, is this just how much effort are you going to be putting in trying to recollect this? Because you don't want to go over the top here and go absolutely crazy. You need to be able to stick to your fundamentals here. Dorans, they have a small lead. It was a pretty close matchup, but you still have plenty more opportunities. I mean, keep in mind, this is a best of 7 right now. Anything can still happen. Captain Johnny's going to try and go for the pinch. Doesn't seem to work out, but the ball stays in their possession. They now have an opportunity to build up again.
Oh, a musty flick from Olave to try and set it off the backboard, but it's intercepted by ANO or Enio or
Blocked off.
and like blocked off into the corner. Biro goes
Yeah,
really
it's the
fancy and
ball
misses it.
keeps like being in that area where, you know, threats are being made, and that is not a comfortable spot to be in for the Erasmus Eagles right now. And now we see that the ball's finally going to get extended away. It's going to buy them a little bit of time to set up a proper defense. Cameron's going to get to there first, but oh, he just nicks it off the air, and that almost went in. Ania just about clears it off the line. Counter opportunity isn't there at all because the Erasmus, they keep pressing forward. Not able to score, however, had a second opportunity for the goal. Jort's got to make sure that they clean this. Can he try and build up something with this? He's gotten it down to the air, but he won't be able to get there first. So now just trying to see if the Erasmus Eagles can get out there. They have the ball again, but it looks like they'll actually have a good opportunity to go for something here.
And you were talking about the fundamentals, right? And clearly Dorans is trying
Course
to
got it
experiment
cleared.
with it a bit because they're just
That's going to help out nicely here. And now leaves
and
another
demolition
opportunity.
from,
Will be able to get it
Rasmus.
out there. Jort now needs to try and see if he can solve anything here. And now maybe a counter opportunity. Nope. But the demo once again comes in. Jort's able to retrieve that ball, rotating through the back line there. As Captain Johnny will try and go up for it. He's got the opportunity to sit right in front of the goal. Just no one's able to touch it. Should be able to get cleared. You can see that some players are being bumped around there. It's a very uncomfortable play style here. If you are the Erasmus Eagles, you're getting bumped left, right, and center. The ball will be cleared by Captain Johnny as he goes towards the other side. Should be an easy cleanup by Ania. Maybe then it's going to be the Erasmus getting in again. We see another demo out there. Or once this, it was very close there. No one really got the better of it there as Jort tries to get involved, not able to do so.
And clearly, Erasmus is...
Captain Johnny here
think
needs to
Erasmus is
defend,
still
not able to
controlling
do so.
the-
Barrow's got the opportunity to get it off, and it's actually going to be J-Run. That escorts it in the end. It is the Dorans here. They get a first goal in yet again. Looking to take that lead over here. It was very, very close, but they have succeeded here. And oh man, that was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you can hear
There he
me,
goes.
Ricky, but
Barrow has an opportunity. Not able to take it, unfortunately. Ania wants to get involved himself and has the opportunity to.
and I'm back for you, Ricky. I was muted for a bit apparently, so
I was about to say you were gone, so I just kept talking. I was like, "Oh, what's going on there? Are they having some kind of technical issues?" But maybe the stream was still able to hear you.
no, I was audible on stream, but you weren't.
No, I wasn't for me at
But,
least.
I'm a bit surprised that Dorans maintained the lead after that shaky start, but I think Erasmus is trying to get proper goal scoring opportunities as the ball's going to go center again in front of the goal of Erasmus. Going to get saved by Olave, but Dorans is applying the pressure now.
Yeah, you know, they're getting involved, they're getting active, but you know, keep in mind that Dorans, they have that lead coming in. They don't need to score per se. The Erasmus Eagles, well, the pressure's on them at least. Dort wants to try and take this. And now it's going to have to get it up there. It's passed it to his teammates. Goes off the backboard. No one to counter it. Did you see how he got that demo in? That's pretty smart.
Yeah, that was such a good demo there from Dorans. And the pressure is now completely gone, and Dorans can now just turn back on the Erasmus goal.
That's well played. I mean, it's just a little bit over a minute there of playing time left. Jort's going to try and cross it. Not able to do so. Ball still stays up in the air, however. Just not really able to present a goal-scoring opportunity here, really, as it looks like Dorans here have cleared it out. Or as I say that, it's gone up into the air, and it almost goes in. It is just
saved
so
by
close.
J-Rom.
That was the golden opportunity.
Probably, maybe the only opportunity Erasmus will get in the next 50 seconds, because now Dorans must be thinking about defense.
Yeah, that's a shame, really. They were so close, but no, that doesn't really matter, because all that matters here is that they need to maintain this lead, and you know, you'll take an extra goal. Don't mind if I do, but you know, with 30 seconds on the clock, you're also going to be thinking, is that even worth the risk at this point?
Yeah, you saw Jort there trying to cut across to roll the ball on top of his hood for a flick, but he just didn't get it up on time.
And now, well, Olive is trying to just desperately get something off as his teammate's going to be able to help him out. Jort is fighting for his life right now, but 1 versus 3 on that side. Now, Olive has a good position here, but unfortunately just goes around. Oh, and the teammates bumping into each other. And it looks like with just 3 seconds here, someone needs to try and go for a goal scoring opportunity.
So there's a good demo from Erasmus, but there's just no boost on Captain
And there he
Johnny.
goes.
And then it just gets shut down.
And that's a shame, really. That is the second one coming out there. And, well, so far, Erasmus, they're so close, but they're just missing that. I feel like that one crucial X factor here, just one player that can really carry you through in matchups
Uh,
like this.
I think they're getting a bit frustrated, right? Because they're driving into each other, they're hitting the goalpost, and it's on the line, saved, right? So they must be it must be getting to their heads a bit, and I hope they get a mental reset going into game 3.
Yeah, well, I guess we're going to find out soon. So for Doran's, well, unbeaten, but both games we've only seen a 1 goal deficit, right? So generally speaking, I don't want to say that they are the better team just yet, but so far this is a good start from them.
Yeah, and as we see the kickoff again, and I've never understood Rocket League kickoffs. They always wave dash to the ball, and they get there like 2 seconds before I do.
Yeah, it's impressive, right? But keep in mind that these players, right, mechanics are just such a core factor in this game compared to, for example, Rocket League, for example, Counter Strike, right? So obviously it still matters, but you're prepping more than just your mechanics here. Whereas here, if you have your mechanics good and you have your rotations in place, you can show a really high level game of Rocket League without having to do really anything special.
Yeah, we can see it here, right? That Doran is not really afraid to search for balls into the air and getting damage on the ground. I think trying for both of those is really, really lethal, as
So
then no one can
close.
try and contest, as you just whiff the ball and then send it back in the center.
That was their golden opportunity to get back in, right? That was supposed to be their goal, but they weren't able to take it. Jordan now can try and take the initiative. His teammates bounced it off him. Just about misses out on the opportunity.
Yeah, Jord didn't get the flip reset there, and that's kind of why you like the hitbox of the Fennec, right? The wheelbase is a little smaller than the other cars, I believe, but he just didn't get the angle properly, and if he got the flip reset, that probably would have been a goal.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he missed out here. It is currently still 0-0 here, as Olive's going to try and build something up, blocked immediately. So back to collecting the ball on their own territory they go. Maybe looking to get ready here as Captain Johnny, but he gets blocked. Still able to get it forward, but it's once again being bounced away. It's mainly looking like a game of tennis at this point. Just yank the ball to the other side, and we'll see what happens. And it's a little bit of a messy game, I want to say, so far.
I mean, that is kind of expected, no? Rocket League is a game inherently chaotic, right? A bunch of angles need to incorporate. The ball's just going to bounce wherever you go, boost everywhere.
Yeah, but it's mainly, I suppose, if you look at the first game, it was way cleaner in the sense that, we didn't see as many close scraps and jewels being taken, people ramming each other. And I guess that must be, also just coming in there now that you're a little bit in the heat of the moment. Once you're, you've settled in a comfortable spot. Because keep in mind, these players are playing from their uncomfortable spot at home. Contrary to what we had with the Counter-Strike finals. So, I am expecting these players to be in their element and being at the best level that they possibly can.
I mean, there is a big difference between playing Rocket League at home and playing a Rocket League final at home, even then, right?
Yeah, that's also true, I suppose, right? The pressure is on in that sense.
And the game 1 jitters probably did not help them either way, but as both teams are getting comfortable, you can see they're trying to become a lot more dangerous in front of the goal. Dorans cannot get power behind the ball to send it, and there's no one there to catch his air ball. So possession probably going to go back to Erasmus.
Yeah, good opportunity here. Ania wants to try and see if he can take it. Maybe now once he gets up there and it bounces off the backboard. Not able to get it, unfortunately. Now, there was a golden opportunity, a golden ticket to get something going. And now, just maybe, they can try and build something up here. Once again, it's the Erasmus Eagles that gets their first, maybe a little bit of an awkward clear for area here. Definitely wants to get that the other way. There's an opportunity, but it bounces off. Therefore, no goal as of yet. Cleared out again. Maybe Olive can try and go for a goal here. No, it just doesn't work out. It's actually hit his teammate there. And Ania collects the ball. But once again, the Erasmus Eagles, they keep pressuring.
I mean, that's the downside of playing with ball carry, right? You just don't see where your teammates are driving when you're permanently focused on the ball.
There.
A bit of a ball chaser mentality.
So close.
Right? So.
I mean, it also happens, right? Everyone is still going to be reacting a little bit different when the pressure's on. And as you said before, you don't really think about it that much, especially not when you're watching, but it does subconsciously really change the way you look at the game. And, I think that is maybe what we're seeing here. It's a little bit of these small miscommunications. Both times there's been Captain Johnny involved into one of them.
Yeah, I think Captain Johnny is feeling a bit of the pressure as well. and you're 2-0 down. The clock is ticking, and the overtime is not horrible for you, right? But it's sudden death in overtime. So
Yeah, I must say, I really like the concept of just golden goal in overtime. It really fits a game like this well. And it also means you're going to get a very elaborate, sometimes maybe even 10-minute matches, but sometimes could just be over within a couple seconds. With 30 seconds on the clock in regular time, we are still yet to see a goal.
I don't even remember the last goal that went on target. It's really good defensive play from both teams here, and it's well, kind of into a boring game. And as I say that, Doran scores.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have exactly what we like to do as casters. So you've gone for a caster curse. The goal finally goes in. Took a while. Doran's take a very, very late lead. That is just so devastating here for Rasmus Eagles. You were hoping to steal this one away, and now you're behind with very little time. And it could just be that the Dorans are able to get 3-0 up here.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to see the reverse sweep that I believe was attempted last time as well.
5 seconds. It's all they have to work with. And as soon as that ball is going to touch the ground, once time is over, that's the end. Yeah, oh, look at how good of an opportunity he had there. Just not able to take it. It's devastating, but it's going to be 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, this is when you get really frustrated, right? It's like 2-1-0 losses in a row, and it could have been yours very easily.
Are we yet to see? I was going to say, are we yet to see a goal from Erasmus? No, we have, but only in the first game. We saw one, I believe. Or was it 3-2?
No,
3-2, yeah, it was 3-2.
Yeah. But we saw, like, well, in game 2, we saw one sit on the post line.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many opportunities, right? Just not able to take it. Now, the way that I always like to look at this now is if you look at the total goal score, right? It's 5-2. It's not a devastating scoreline by any means. And I think that the scoreline of these series right now really doesn't represent how close these games have been so far.
I mean, you can at least say that they've avoided the 7-1 scoreline.
Is that a meme in Rocket League also?
Football. I mean, it's a football with cards, right? I'm assuming it is.
It is in Counter-Strike. I know we do it in Counter-Strike. We use Brazil quite often there. As well, 7-1 in Counter-Strike is obviously quite a devastating scoreline in itself, but
yeah, but as we can potentially head into the last 5 minutes of the series, hopefully not.
It could happen.
But this is where you want to see Erasmus kind of just play faster and up their tempo, because I don't think how they're playing now is currently working, as there's another goal from Dorans.
Yeah, Barrow scored again. Dorans take that lead. They're 1-0 up. Now the pressure's really on because you are already with your backs against the wall. And the Erasmus Eagles, they are yet to score in the past 3 games so far. So, I mean, including this one, that is. But still, you are behind. You have 4.5 minutes to get a goal in just to get tied up. And even then, you still need to win that in overtime and then win 2 more maps after just to get back up to the same scoreline.
Yeah, this is a really grueling task for Erasmus, but they have to do it. So in their minds, it's not impossible, right?
Mental reset, I suppose, that's really going to have to play a factor here in Dorans. Well, they're comfortable. They're showing they can do this.
Oh, and that was almost another goal from Dorans, and it's so confusing because it's one card that's in purple.
The purple car is from the orange team, and it took me a while to adjust to that as well. But, once you kind of get used to it, you can kind of see by the movements that it makes sense, right?
Yeah, but it's also the metallic reflections, right? When they're driving on the blue half, they look more blue, and when they're driving on the orange half, it's more orange.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the customization options that you have in Rocket League, though. Like, there's some very goofy stuff out there. There he goes.
And then the goal opportunity from Erasmus blocked on the line.
Well, that was it. That was supposed to be their opportunity to get back in, but no. Fortunately denied. That was so close and only just about missed out. Here, though, golden goal. Yes, there it is. There was no one defending that. Was that a massive mistake there from Dorans? It just looks like there was no one defending.
No,
Did he get demoed?
He got demoed. Yeah, he got demoed here.
Yeah, that's a shame. There was someone.
Wait, no.
No, it was on the goal line.
Bero went for the demo. Yeah.
Oh, that is such a shame, because I think he would have missed if he got the demo in, right? I don't think that initial touch would have led him to the right trajectory there. But, regardless, we are tied up. The Erasmus Eagles, that is a little bit of a confidence booster right there, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is what you need to swing the game back into your favor. As there's another shot on goal, blocked off the line, on the goal! And the Dignitas finisher, kind of a classic here.
I mean, Erasmus Eagles, they've just scored like twice in like, what is it, 10 seconds?
Yeah, no, this is when Erasmus comes alive.
Beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. 1-2 is the new scoreline now. And Jort's going to try and take an opportunity to go for something himself. That gets denied. Maybe they can try and counter off this. Dorans gets it off the backboard, but it's cleared pretty easily. No opportunity to
Yeah,
score just yet. Rasmus Eagles, well, weren't able to extend it just yet. But whatever, they at least managed to fend off the attack.
yeah, and the roof hit there kind of problematic because Jort was kind of ready to catch the ball and trying to shoot it on goal, but it bounced off the roof, goes for the post, in the goal again! Second goal this series. That just gets scored off of a lucky bounce.
Yeah, Captain Johnny has really come alive right there. And it finally feels like Erasmus Eagles have their stuff together. But this is mainly off the back of one individual, it feels like, right? It's been Captain Johnny mainly this time around. And obviously, Jort's also scored the equalizer, so he's helped out. But since then, to take the lead, Johnny's gotten a couple opportunities. And,
Yeah,
well, Doran's
yeah.
here, not so comfortable all of a sudden in this, at least this series.
Now, this is Rock League for you, right? It just shifts from one game to the other. And it's a momentum killer right now.
Once again, more demos coming in there, but this time maybe a little bit less of an impactful one. Maybe just out of spite a little bit also. Opportunities are there, but just a little bit scrappy here. All their teammates are together, but no one really sure what to do with the ball at that point. And well, the Dorans now looking to capitalize off the confusion as there have been opportunities. Ania wants to try and see if he can get this. He's so close off it, can't do it.
Yeah, no, I'm being. I thought production was trying to talk to me. Never mind. But okay, I lost my thoughts. You need to pick up, Ricky.
Okay, it's all fine. As we see Olivier trying to go for an opportunity, but the ball unfortunately goes the other way. Now, a 2-goal deficit in 1.5 minutes is a little bit hard, but you're still believing. It's also not the end of the world if you lose this per se. But you want to close it out cleanly here, right? A 4-0 sweep's really going to give you, that bragging rights also coming into the next split afterwards. J-Ron here is going to have the opportunity, bounces it off the roof, and hopes someone can pick it up, but just not really able to get the angle right. And now maybe the counter attack cleared out of the air. Jort had an opportunity there, but looks like Dorans have managed to get there before. Oh, missed opportunity. Jort scored again.
They
Oh,
just whiffed the
no.
defense. I think he was trying to backflip there, but he had a wrong stick input.
Yeah,
Never mind.
it's just an unfortunate miss.
He just flicked past the ball.
Not great.
I also think my mic switched in production.
Felt the same to me, but I guess I might be getting different inputs than you are. I did get a message from someone that your mic wasn't really up to par, so maybe that's why. I know that you was working on it, so
Yeah, no, the mic. One mic has issued, so I'm on the backup mic now.
all right, okay. So, well, I guess that means you've moved over to the other side, but I guess we'll see on the camera in just a second here. 1-4. Erasmus Eagles are looking to close this one out. And it is going to be quite a difficult one here. As Jerome wants to take this opportunity. Not able to get it. And, well, maybe here comes more. I think it's just over, right? There's
6
just no
seconds.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. I think both teams are wanting to go into next game already. As
Ball
well,
stays up for a while, but no point. And that is
yeah.
1-3 in the series now, right? So it is a first start. And as you said before, the sweep, it could happen.
Well, the reverse sweep can happen, right? But right now, it's the first series in DCS finals that have some competition, I guess, in terms of the statistics.
Yeah, because how was it looking last time around? Take me through that.
Last time around, as in last year or in currently?
The last current splits, because
I don't know. I didn't cast that. I didn't watch it.
okay, because you said dominance in some sense. I mean, we know that during the regular season, the skill differences were quite big, right? Now this time it's quite competitive, and it's very fun to watch so far. And well, finally, by the looks of it, it is going to be once again another opportunity for Dorans here to clear things out.
Yeah, and Damn, even I'm starting to sweat here watching the gameplay. I'm starting to wonder how Erasmus feels right now.
Yeah, just not able to score as of yet here. And, well, just having the opportunity, not able to take it. And there goes another one. You know, so close, but yet so far. The opportunities are there, but they're just not able to take them.
Someone from Doran said they're in a hurry, apparently. So,
So he's pressing to close this one out. Do they have another matchup
yeah.
otherwise, or what's going on?
I have no clue.
Where did you read that, by the way? Did someone DM you, or?
I have an informant sitting next to me.
Ah, right, okay. I'm curious to see what they mean by that, but I guess that means they have another tournament afterwards, or? Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah, just a clumsy goal there.
No, what has happened here? I was not paying attention to that at all. I was like, okay, well, surely they get that off. Oh, the demo.
Oh, the demo, and Alev
That is
couldn't correct
so
it.
awkward. Yeah, because he's just too far behind the car to get the adjustment in time. Oh, that is so awkward right there.
This
Because
is
they
why
would
I
have the
love
back of that
demolitions.
now, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. It's still 4 minutes, right? I think Doran started taking the game a bit more serious now compared to last round, as the ball is going back into the Erasmus half.
And almost the opportunity again here. But Dorans, they just need to stay calm here. If they can just, keep this 1-0 lead up, that's going to be good enough to get it over with, right? And then I guess we'll see what happens afterwards. But I'm just not expecting much else to happen here in this matchup here.
Yeah, that unlucky goal kind of shifted the mood, right? It went
It
from
really
Erasmus
has.
making a comeback.
And if you lose in such a like clumsy way, also that's gonna hurt, right?
Yeah, it makes you question your confidence, your ability to play the game, and I think it's kind of showing.
Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes left to recovery here for the Erasmus Eagles. And Dorans, do you think they're gonna keep pressuring on, or are they saying, okay, we'll just defend everything that comes at us and say that's okay?
I think that it was just a fluke result, as I am corrected as Olaf equalizes.
Yeah, so that is going to be a very important goal for them. Scoring that 1-1 at least secures a little bit of breathing room here. Obviously, if you have an opportunity to win this out in regulation, you want to. But for now, this will have to do, I think.
I mean, this will take the pressure off quite a bit, because now you only have to score one goal, and it doesn't even need to be in the next 3 minutes.
It doesn't need to, no, but that is obviously given that it is not Doran's here to score. And now that we are tied up, I think, they might as well try and make a little bit of an opportunity. That's a nice demo coming in there. It's not going to impact the game as much this time around. That is another very gnarly bump here. And Olive has just been very, very annoying to deal with these bumps here. And it's now very awkward towards this orange backboard. No one's able to score with it, though. And it looks like Erasmus might be able to go for a counter attack here.
I mean, that is kind of the downside that I saw from the demo playstyle. It requires you to use so much boost that once you get the demo, you can't chase the ball so effectively it becomes a 2v2.
Yeah, because it's one player that is recovering, right? Waiting to respawn, and then one without boost. Who, in the pace that this match is showing, really isn't going to be enough.
Yeah, it's probably going to go to overtime as by the looks of it.
You never know how this goes, because we have seen those moments where we were thinking to ourselves, like, hey, this one's going nowhere, and all of a sudden there's a goal and the whole match is turned around, right? So I wouldn't speak so soon per se. Opportunity here, no, it's going to get cleared.
Yeah, and ball pinched to the other side of the court, and back to the corner, put center off the backboard. Pick up for Jort. Someone's there to defend it.
Yeah, Barrow with a very nice cleanup. Was in the right place at the right time. Very important there, because that would have been a goal otherwise. Now, as you can tell, it is still the Erasmus Eagles looking to defend. And now the thing is, when the playstyle is this fast, you can switch from attacking to defending rather smoothly, as compared to when you're watching a lower level game. So that's why you can see that both teams are going all out on this one. Another opportunity, but unfortunately missed here. Captain Johnny wants to try and clear this. And now Olive wants to try and see if he can build something off this. It's going in the right direction. It's going to get picked up by the Doran's defense yet again.
And it's kind of putting it back into the corner as Erasmus goes with goal. No one jumps up to defend it. And now we have a series again.
Yeah, because if they win this, it's 3-2. Anything can still happen. I think you're going to be very, very happy with this one.
Yeah, I think this is probably the angle where Dorans believes in game 3, game 5. Sorry, I cannot count this early in the morning.
It makes sense. Have you had your coffee yet?
Nope, not even. I haven't even drank half of my smoothie.
Okay, well, maybe that's why then. Maybe you should. But, there's no time for that now. Here goes another opportunity. Trying to get it up there. Maybe it will be Jaren to try and stop them here. And as Oliv's going to try and counter that up. I mean, it just needs to hit the ground. That's all it needs to do right now. Can he keep it up
Bitter's
there? Barrel
chasing.
wants this. Oh, it's still up there. Has he got an
Go!
opportunity? Yes, he has. And he's going to score the
Ooh.
equalizer, which means that at this point, no overtime is guaranteed and anything can still happen.
Yeah, and this is, well, an overtime goal. And now the pressure's back on Erasmus.
Yeah, that is just so devastating, right? That was your opportunity.
Yeah, now you're getting nervous, right? Because of one small mistake and you're out.
Yep, and missed out on the opportunity there. I mean, now it's overtime. It's goal and goal. Score and you secure at least a third one here. But if you now miss out, right? If Doran scores now, it's all over. So that pressure is definitely getting to you now.
And this shows the importance of the first few matches, right? And getting a match point. Because Dorans is able to play with that pressure and get into Eagles' head.
Yep. Now maybe the opportunity's there. No, not able to take it. It's going to be a nice little opportunity here. And Enio wants to try and see if he can get this. There is an opportunity. Just not able to get it as of yet. Jaren's going to try and come out there. He wants this so up close. And, after a minute, we're still yet to see a goal out there on either side. Enio's going to try and get this. No, it gets just completely the other way. Luckily, Jaren was still able to defend that off there. Now trying to set up a counter of its own. It's costing them very valuable time here. Luckily able to set up a defense in time.
Biro spawned in the correct corner, so he's able to collect his boost and then be able to set in goal.
Yeah, so they get that one over with. It's not the end of the world here.
Good
Maybe
50-50.
Yeah, maybe we're going to see some more. I don't really know. I think they're just about going to be okay on that one. And now maybe they can build something off this. The ball's once again gone the right way. It's going to be cleaned up by the Erasmus Eagles yet again.
Oh, this one is looking
Still
a bit
in front
dangerous
of the
for
goal.
Eagles.
Still in front of the
goes in
goal.
goal!
And
that's the
it.
championship winner!
In overtime, it wasn't quite the clean sheet, excuse me. But, we do have a winner here. And it is going to be 4-1 in the end of the day.
Yeah, this was not the expected result, but it's still a good series from both teams, I think.
Not what we expected, but I think a result we wanted regardless. Right? What an awesome series this has been so far. And well, we do have a clear winner now. And I think we are going to be very, very happy with that. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I most definitely have. And I must say, I am impressed with the level of Rocket League that we have seen here. Sure, we've had some silly incidents, right? Like we've seen before, someone misses the ball, a couple unfortunate demos out there. But I think if you look at the end result, I think it is pretty clear that Dorans were just a better team here, right?
Yeah, I think Dorans was better with their fundamentals. And I think in game 4 that Captain Johnny went from a player chaser to a ball chaser, and actually managed to hit the ball a few times. So
yeah, I mean, he had his moment, right? He was the one that kept him in it, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And in this very close overtime affair, well, as we discussed before, anything can happen, and it has. This time around, it's going to be Dorans winning out the entire thing. I think it's safe to say a massive congratulations there. They simply were the better team. I have definitely enjoyed that one. Nasib, do you have any final words before we get to the end of the stream?
well, no, I think the final word should be tuned in for League in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, so when is that starting? It was 12:30 the pregame show, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah, I think the matches start at 1.
Okay, so that is just for everyone out there. Make sure you tune in for the League of Legends final. That one is going to be on location, so if you happen to be close to Eindhoven, feel free to come say hi to the staff there, to the players. You guys are all more than welcome to win. We have a big screen set up. I think that's still there, right?
Yeah, it's still there and will be set up in a bit.
Okay, cool. So if you want to see what it looks like on the big screen, we've got chips out there. We've got free drinks. Feel free to come say hi on the campus of, I want to say TU Eindhoven. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, it's TU Eindhoven at the Phoenix building.
Okay, so Phoenix Building at the TU Eindhoven. I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Siebe, for joining us today. We are going to come to the end of the stream in just a second. Tune in for League of Legends, and we will see you guys later.
Bye-bye.